Jacob walked away from this encounter with the source, and in fact he didn't walk away from this encounter. He limped away. His hip was thrown out of its socket. He limped away from that encounter, crippled. But this was a price he gladly paid for this extraordinary promotion from Jacob to Israel, from this supplanter, this trickster who was Jacob, to this contender with God, the partner of God, the one who wrestled God all night long as a peer, who had the audacity to insist on the source's blessing. And we see in a lot of these heroic dramas, a lot of these allies and helpers and messengers, and often the hero himself ends up a bloody, scorched, mangled mess. The whole community thought the story was over. Only the hero, the shaman, knew, believed, guzzled, knew he was the contender, knew he was the co-creator, knew that the story wasn't over. The destiny, the certainty of the happy ending still was. So even in the mangling that is my current state with her absence, a lot of reasons for me to doubt, not just because of the geographical distance, but the communication is kind of very spotty here. Does she still love me? Those kinds of doubts. What I know, this is just Act 2 of the 3-act drama. Act 1 was boy meets girl. Act 2 is boy loses girl. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl. Well, I've lost her. I've lost her geographically. I may have lost her heart. Act 1, a more union, every day better than the one before. We say it can't get any better. This is the best it can get. Next day, oh my gosh, it's even better than yesterday was. Now, Act 2, the dip, the separation, the doubts. I don't know. The ambivalence. The dip is the slingshot, the springboard for the Act 3 resolution. Higher, extraordinary, beyond even those days and weeks and months of ecstasy of our union in Act 1. So sure, I know what's going on. Got to be a dip. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl. Act 3, boy finds girl. Way higher than ever was possible if boy had never lost girl in the first place. Act 2, it's painful. No getting around that. The separation, the ambivalence, the uncertainty. But this challenge to really rev up this shaman discipline, this heart that knows, that believes, that continues to guzzle the certainty of that union, just as Jesus was continuing to guzzle the certainty of that union, even in his Act 2 dip, believing in the resurrection, believing in the Act 3 release, in his destiny, just as I believe in our destiny, in our Act 3 resurrection. As the source's vessel, we have to do the source's script. That bipolar drama that the source has co-created with us, even those dips, just as Jacob gladly paid that price of walking away, limping away from that encounter, crippled, because the extraordinary promotion he received so far outweighed that dislocation of his hip. Well, however much this mangling will deepen and worsen for me, I gladly pay that price, just as Jesus gladly paid that price of the bloody mangling that he endured in order to generate the propulsion for that staggering promotion